Hi, thank you for watching this short video on grant performance. Sitting down and watching a video about grant performance may sound boring, but we've done our best to make this as painless as possible. Please see the grant performance tip sheet in the resource room. It includes important websites and additional information. Now let's get down to business. Here are some suggestions for high quality grant performance. I'm not exaggerating when I say we all get a ton of emails, but it's good practice to include your grant award number and subject of the message in the subject line on all emails to the department. Summer is a time to kick off with shoes and enjoy the sunshine, but be mindful that if your grant is funded during the summer months, project staff should always be available. Sometimes attendance is mandatory. For example, the project director's conference. That's why you're watching me now. All program performance measures are listed in the grant application and continuation packages. We review the results with you each year at this conference. These measures are important. Performance on these program measures are reported annually to Congress in the U.S. Department of Education's budget justification for the next fiscal year. Annual performance reports are typically due in May, and the end of the reporting period is the last day of February. You received an automated message in January from OSEP with instructions and forms for completing the APR and submitting in G5. Remember, the cover page should be signed and uploaded with the APR in G5. Training webinars for the APRs are posted on the OSEP website. In addition, conference calls were scheduled this spring to review reporting requirements. Any more questions, please do not hesitate to contact your project officer. According to federal guidelines, the timely submission of performance reports is one of the factors that the Secretary will consider in determining whether to continue your project's funding for next fiscal year. Timely submissions are very, very important. Continuation funding is not automatic. It may be reduced based on the large remaining balances from prior years. A good rule for project funds: first in, first out. For the initial extension of a grant, grantees must send a no-cost extension or NCE reporting form along with an APR to their project officer. For any subsequent no-cost extensions, OSEP management must approve the extension request. A grant and a no-cost must submit an APR. A performance report must be on file every 12 to 18 months. Information on submitting no-cost APRs in G5 will be coming soon. You will receive a pre-expiration reminder letter 60 to 90 days prior to the performance end date, along with guidance for preparing the final performance report. A zero balance is expected by the end of the liquidation period. Final reports along with a signed cover sheet are due no more than 90 days after the end of the project. We are finally moving to G5 submission of final reports. Information will be coming soon. Drawdowns of funds are closely monitored. Excessive drawdowns will require explanation from grantees for excesses above 50%, 80%, and 100% in each of the first 3 quarters. Your project officer will notify you if this issue arises. Please provide your justification in a timely manner. Expenses must be consistent with your funded application and costs must be reasonable. The primary purpose of the meeting must be to disseminate technical information. For example, best practices, advances in the field, training, or professional development, or planning, coordinating work under the grant. Please consider whether there are more cost-effective or efficient alternatives to face-to-face meetings. Grant funds can be used to attend a meeting to achieve the purpose of the grant, but they cannot be used for alcoholic beverages, entertainment, or to conduct lobbying activities. Grant funds may not be used to pay for food for attendees at a conference or meeting you are hosting, unless doing so is necessary to accomplish legitimate meetings or conference business, for example, a working lunch. On each document, publication, presentation PowerPoint, Please use the OSEP logo to identify your funding source, along with the standard disclaimer. I hope these tips were very helpful. Good luck with your grant. And if you have any other questions, please contact your great OSEP project officer.